welcome to another tutorial. Recently a lot of people have been asking me how I take my pictures. Today I'm going to be showing you exactly how I set up every single picture I take for my Flickr photos. Credit goes to Logan Fulford. He did teach me very briefly on how he takes his pictures, which inspired me to use this method. I'll leave a link in the description to his Flickr stream. He makes excellent custom figures. His photography is just as good. Go check him out. Okay, so first things first, I do have a bit of professional photography equipment here that I bought from, I think it's a German company called Novoflex. This silver frame around my laptop and the lighting, as well as a few elements I'm going to introduce later, are all from them. I'll leave a link in the description to their website as well. It was pretty expensive, but I got it for my birthday last year sometime, or the year before that. Can't really remember, it's been a while. But you can probably source similar stuff from pretty much anywhere, I guess, or you can make it yourself if you like. You might not even need it. This is just what I have at my disposal. So the kit I have consists of two very bright, high-power LED lamps. I'm not entirely sure what the power is, like I don't know the watt measurement, but anyway, I'll let you guys know if I figure it out. Then I have my MacBook Air over there with the picture I'm using for the backdrop. This is for my Eren Yeager figure from Attack on Titan, which you may have seen last week on my showcase. Okay, so first step is I have this piece of foam that I think came from a Sideshow Collectibles figure. I just put this over my keyboard, just prevents it getting damaged at all, even though you'll see later it doesn't really come into contact with anything. It also just prevents the keyboard reflecting through the glass that I'm going to place over it, which is pretty useful. It would ruin your picture if you could see, you know, the MacBook logo there or whatever. Then you're going to want to make sure that your screen is like perfectly perpendicular to the bottom of your keyboard, and that the foam piece is sitting flush against the screen, or the surround of the screen, I suppose. Okay, then another thing you need to do is you need to clean your screen. I use this Monster Clean Touch spray that I bought, I think, at some glasses shop or something like that, as well as a decent screen cleaning cloth. You can get these pretty much with any, you know, electrical thing you've ever bought. You know, if you've ever bought a screen protector for your cell phone, or most laptops, or pretty much anything comes with these nowadays, so you should have at least a couple lying around. I have probably 30 of these lying around from over the years. Okay. Next step, I have this giant piece of glass that I got from a outside coffee table, which I just place over it like this. It rests on these two like pieces that you can see on the edge here. You know, these just hold it up. Your piece of glass doesn't need to be this big. This was just the piece I managed to get. Before you place your glass though, you need to clean it as well, also using the screen cleaning spray and the cloth. Clean it on both sides, not just the top, because you don't want any fingerprints showing through on your picture, so make sure it's nice and sparkly clean. Okay, then you'll see here that I have two pieces of masking tape on either side. Those are just so that I can put the figure in the same place, if that makes sense, for every picture, because I take 3 pictures of the figure, each in different positions, which you may notice from my Flickr stream. I don't make 3 figures, that's not possible, I don't have that much time. Yeah, so I just use those as markers for where to place the figures, so that they're all at the same depth in the picture, if that makes sense, so that he doesn't look smaller in one of the pictures that I splice in than in the others. Next step, another piece that I have from Novoflex is this giant white diffuser thing. Now I place this around it. It just clips in to these upright supports, and that pretty much serves the purpose of, you know, just diffusing the light from the lamps, so so that it's not too harsh. Then that's pretty much the photo setup itself done. Then all I do from here is I just place the figure I'm photographing appropriately and photograph it. I photograph it 3 times, so I choose 3 different positions that I want to photograph it from. Generally one straight on, one sort of to the one side, and then the other from the other side, or of the back of the figure if there's cool details on the back like there are on this figure. And then I use Photoshop CC to Photoshop all 3 pictures together. It's pretty important that when you're photographing the figures, your camera cannot move at all, neither can the angle of your display or anything else, because then when you put the pictures together, they're not going to fit properly. Like, trying to line up the lines on each picture is going to be next to impossible, so make sure your camera stays completely stationary. I have a tripod on mine, so make sure if you have a tripod, you should use a tripod to get perfectly still pictures. You don't want, camera blur or shadow or anything like that. Make sure all of the, I don't know, the tightening bolts or whatever are all securely fastened. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then what I do after that is just touch it up in Photoshop, blur out the background if necessary. Make sure you always choose a good background. Don't make one that's the same color as your figure or too busy. Or if you have your heart set on a busy background, make sure you slightly blur it out with whatever photo editing tool you use. I used to use paint.net, it was great. I just moved on to Photoshop because it's slightly more professional. It's got a bit more tools at its disposal. And I got it as a gift for Christmas. It would be a bit rude to, not use it. So yeah, that's pretty much my photo setup, guys. Hope this helps you. I know a lot of you have had questions. Thanks again to Logan Felford for showing me or explaining his technique. It's come in handy for the last year and a bit or so. And yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed this video and looking forward to see what you guys do with this technique. Thanks for watching, guys. Cheers.